Hey guys! So I thought I'd do my review on Alice Madness Return Speed today. And, well, to start off, I got it for the 360. I didn't go with the classic PC just because I wanted to try something new. So basically, I went into the store with like this huge smile on my face, and the guy who helped me last time when I pre-ordered it was there, and he's like, I have it for you, I'm so excited, and I'm just like, ah! So I was very giddy in the store when I got it, and I literally skipped out of the store to my car. It was really quite embarrassing. And my mom was laughing at me because she happened to be there. And so when I first put it in, you know, so excited, I'm like screaming, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, so excited to play because, well, I've been waiting forever for it. So yeah, first thoughts of playing it. I loved the whole look of London and how Alice looked, and I thought it was just so cool to see like the different side of like how people really see Alice instead of her just in Wonderland. So I thought that was really cool. I loved the whole environment. It was just very dark, and I don't know, it was just really cool. The transition from going to London to Wonderland I thought was really cool. How, you know, she kind of like right into the Wonderland Alice, and they made her really pretty also, I have to admit. I got the art book here, and it's really quite amazing. It's big. I love it so much. And they had a lot of ideas for Alice, like how she looked in Wonderland, and I really liked the final product because it really stuck to the original look for her. Another thing that I really loved about, you know, as I was playing it for the first time was the environments. Just everything, you know, Mad Hatter's Domain, Caterpillar's Garden, everywhere was like so beautiful, and you could tell how much detail they put into it, which I really appreciate, which is also why I got the art book. There's this map in the book actually that shows like a bunch of places, like originally, like they had one that was called Book Worlds, Clouds Hunter, they had a level on the moon, Junkyard of Memory, which I kind of think fits into the whole underwater thing with the carpenter and the walrus. They had a globes, and they had like another plate. Like, it was just looks really cool, and I wish they had more time to do it because they said, you know, they had to cut things out of lack of time. But I thought that would have been so cool to go to some of those places. Combat. It was very much like Legend of Zelda games, you know, the whole lock-on, you know, with that fixed camera angle. So I was used to it, you know, I like the Legend of Zelda games a lot. So combat was good. I liked the weapons. At first I didn't really like the teapot cannon. I kind of forgot to use it, but then it came really helpful. So I like those. So yeah, combat was good. The only problem I really had with the whole game in a package was there was a couple of glitches every now and then, like, you know, it wouldn't load fast enough, kind of like when I would go to a new place or finish one of the Cheshire Cat's like room things to get more health. You know, sometimes they would just kind of come in as like, you know, like the right model and the right color, just minus the details, and it would take like a few seconds, but that really wasn't that big a deal, so I didn't really care. The only issue was sometimes, like, you know, Alice would like get stuck like going somewhere, but every game pretty much has their glitches every now and then, so it really wasn't that bad. And some levels were a little repetitive of what you had to do, but I really didn't mind because they were still unique and there was still new stuff to find. So basically I really liked it. I liked the whole shrinking thing and how she would hiccup every now and then. I thought that was really cute. The enemies were unique and different. The environments were beautiful. Alice's triple jump was so helpful, and I love the whole butterfly thing. I just love butterflies. So that I thought was really cool. It kind of reminded me of Bayonetta with it. Maybe I'll talk about the art book a little. They had a lot of different looks for Alice in here. The big debate was the dresses that she would wear, and they originally had it how she was gonna, depending on her weapon, her outfit would change, but I kind of like it with the world's, like, well, domain better, they called it. So I like how that changed also, and they showed the downloadable dresses you can get. There's like the caterpillar and the Cheshire Cat and Mad Hatter look. It was really cool. Oh, the Hysteria just came up on that page. Loved it. It came in so handy, and I've only been playing on normal. I beat the whole game on normal so far. So I have to go back and play on harder difficulties and get all the memories and all that stuff that comes with it. But yeah, I loved her Hysteria look. I thought it was so cool, and I didn't realize that the weapons changed, and they actually mentioned that in here. And they had, you know, a couple of things that were different, like they were gonna have a wand, but they didn't. There's gonna, you know, things change in games, you know, can't really do anything about that. Although I was a little disappointed about some of the things because some of them seemed really cool. Like, you know, the whole moon thing and like different areas that they were gonna have and like what you were gonna do, but you know, time management and just little things like Alice was gonna be swimming instead of just running around underwater. Like they were gonna have some swimming areas, but they didn't. You know, which is fine. You know, it was perfectly fine like that. And oh, one of my favorite things was when you first meet the Duchess, because she looks exactly like she does in the book, and I thought that was so great. I started like freaking out. So yeah, I love that. Just looking through this art book, like I didn't realize how much detail they put into it. Like it was really incredible, and things that they like resemble and just all this crazy stuff. Like they had these crazy chess pieces that were like decaying and I didn't even notice, and there was just so many cool things. And I love the new cards in Queensland, which probably was I'm not sure if it was my favorite, but I think it was my favorite. I just love how you first start off in it. You know, you jump, you know, on the crazy cards and the really blue like happy sky, and then like you go into like this horrible demented like tortured Queensland with all this decaying stuff and these crazy cards which look so cool. And the Executioner was a pain in the butt, but little heads up, dodge helps a lot, because I heard in nightmare mode if you get hit once you're just gone, so try dodging if you haven't tried that already. But I remember the first video I saw of gameplay for Alice was in Queensland, and I was like, oh my god, this environment is amazing, it's so cool, and it really was, especially when you actually meet the Queen, which I loved what they did to, like, her whole look. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so cool. And, let's see what else. The asylum place, when you first start off, before you go into Doll's house, that whole area, which totally creeped me out, but it was really cool. The whole asylum thing I thought was really cool. Like, it says in here, well, actually, I'll just show you. They were gonna have Alice walking around like that, which was pretty damn creepy. And they said, like, when she looks at people, like, they were gonna explode, but they ran out of time for that one. And I was like, I think I can do that, the exploding people from Alice. Yeah, the dollhouse totally creeped me out because dolls really freak me out, which is really strange because I've been painting recently and all I've been painting are like marionettes, but it is what it is. The details and everything, like the furniture was really crazy. The giant dolls chasing you, really, I think I actually like had a nightmare about that. But I think that's the whole point of the game, is to make you scared. The ending boss on the Infernal Train, your therapist, basically. Pretty interesting battle. His face really grossed me out. My mom walks in the room and she's just like, oh, that's so disgusting. And I'm like, it's so great. Like, this is what it is. Like, it's just really cool. And they had a lot of different designs for him, but I like the final product. I thought it worked really well. The cinematics, the whole like paper thing, I thought was really interesting. It was a really cool take on how to do, like, you know, different cutscenes. So I really liked that. I thought, you know, it was just really interesting and well done. I was surprised that there weren't more boss battles. Like, I didn't realize that basically all your foes from the first game, you know, like the Mad Hatter, would be, you know, kind of like your friend, like kind of help you out in this. When the Dormouse and the March Hare like kind of combined into like this big giant thing, and the Mad Hatter just kind of I thought, you know, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to fight this thing, how am I supposed to do this? And I was like, oh, no boss battle. There was really only one, like, main boss, which was the ending boss, you know, which wasn't a big deal. It's just, you know, I usually hate boss battles because I usually suck at it, but I enjoyed them. But, you know, some of the enemies kind of seemed like a boss, like the Colossal Ruin, which was a pain in the butt if you don't have the teapot cannon handy. But yeah, overall, I would probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10, pretty much, because, like, you know, like I said before, it's beautifully done, you know, lots of detail, which I really love. Combat was simple and easy, you know, to work with, and there was cool combos that you can work with. Level designs, really good, you know, the only little, like, quirks there, you know, sometimes Alice wouldn't go, or just, you know, little things like that, but it really wasn't like, oh my god, I can't play this game, like, it's so bad. Like, no, it's a fun game. I know a couple of people gave it like a 6 or something on IGN and stuff, but, you know, it really doesn't matter what grade, like, someone gives it. Like, that's just somebody else's opinion. I believe if you really like something, that, you know, you'll enjoy it, you know, regardless of how bad it is. Like, you know, I love Alice in Wonderland, so, you know, I loved it. You know, I barely even noticed, like, the little quirks, you know, that they kept saying, and like, oh, this. Like, if you really like it, play it. You know, like, no one's gonna, like, you know, banish you, you know, from playing games or anything from, you know, playing a bad game. But, that's enough of my little ranting right there. So basically, if you're an Alice in Wonderland fan, if you like the first game, definitely get Madness Returns. You know, it was fun. I had to go back and play it. If you get this game and you haven't played the first one, it comes with a free download that you can get. I have yet to get the soundtrack, which I have to, since I pre-ordered it, I got it for free. So I have to do that, and they'll send it to me. And the soundtrack was really cool too. My brother comes in and he was just like, this soundtrack's really creepy, and I'm just like, yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I give it 2 thumbs up. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.